you have an understanding of what are the health profiles of informal settlements, of townships, of some of the areas in terms of what are the common diseases and ailments that define our people. So there is a lot which you can do without money. If you sit down and say, comrades here in a branch.
Impacted, respond to it, and what that translates into in whatever guise Mayibuye continues to be. So I have a question though about what next. We have a local election coming up in 12 months or so. Are you going to field councillors?
So let just quickly on this point of social assistance. And by the way, our social assistance programs are not about campaigning for elections. It's not an electoral gimmick that we want to assist you so that you can vote for us. No, it's because we believe that as black people, we should collectively uplift each other. We must create conditions for collective upliftment in all the areas. Like that is why, like, economically, one of the principles at the base level that we promote is black economic solidarity, that even at the local level, we must promote a situation where black people economically support each other. For instance, we're hosting a program, a national conference in Soweto on the 5th to the 7th of December. We go to all the BNBs, to all the areas in Soweto to hire them for the purposes of the conference. They say, give us 15,000 for 4 days here, 20,000 there, and then we then go and get other people to support them. We get the catering companies from Soweto to be the ones who are going to provide catering in the national conference of Mayibuye. So all the services get to be provided by our people so that they've got some economic means. That is how we are structured, and that is how we're going to exist for the rest of the organization's life. And in terms of the way forward, we will field the candidates in all the wards in the upcoming local government elections.
All the wards?
All the wards in South Africa, yes.
Wow.
There's 4,468 wards. We're going to field 4,468 candidates in all the 205 local municipalities, 8 metropolitan municipalities, and the 53 districts of South Africa. And we're going to contest, and we're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Wow.
In terms of what we're dealing with. So the other thing which there can be so many characterizations of what people believe they can play a role on. One of the roles that I know how to play efficiently is to be an organizer. So I know how to organize people, and I know South Africa. So there's never been any part of South Africa that I've never worked.
Career path. A person that's tried the way that you have. The question would be, is it maybe not time to try a different career path?
No, look.
Are you succeeding in your career as a politician?
I'm very, very successful. My political life and the contributions that I got to make, it has had far larger impacts of people they were employed by the EFF and are in different responsibilities. I influenced, where I spoke about insourcing of workers. There are many workers, tens of thousands of workers who have got full-time job because of the contribution that we have to make. You can check the contributions that we have got to make in Parliament in shaping legislation and of course, influencing discourse as to what should happen. So even this process that we are in now is a very successful project, a necessary long overdue project which had to be to be done. And we do so voluntarily and always seek to gain additional skills and knowledge and understanding of everything else that we do. And the good thing about, I don't think of political work as a career. Like, I don't think of political work as a career. Like, I think it's work that you do voluntarily and as a contribution to society, and selflessly as well. If I were in pursuit of selfish purposes, I would have played different roles. If I were to be selfish, I would be a minister or now in South Africa, possibly very senior minister, because it's not even a secret. I've been approached many times, even when I left MK, that please come and become a minister. I said, I'll never do that. Even when I left EFF, I said, I'll never do that. Even when I was in the EFF, met with Cyril Ramaphosa, said, I'm going to announce you as a Deputy Minister of Finance, which is the most powerful position at that time. I said, I won't do that. So I'm not, I know what I'm doing. And South Africa will get to appreciate the roles that we are going to play in the future much more efficiently on behalf of everyone.
What do you hope that many years from now, God willing, at the end of your life, what do you hope will be your lasting legacy?
I think what I've, like, the legacy is not hope. What I know is that we'll have built a sustainable movement which is going to lead South Africa. That I know. So I'm not playing finder with Mayibuye. I know that it's going to grow to be a strong movement which is going to lead South Africa, not in a coalition as the only organization leading South Africa. And then when it's leading South Africa, it's going to lead to a massive industrialization, which is going to create jobs for our people. It's going to build mega infrastructure, which will change the infrastructure patterns that we have now and upgrade the public infrastructure, which has been neglected for a very long time. It's going to bring dignity to the lives of black people, not only in South Africa, but in the entire African continent and the African diaspora, because there's never been a successful country in the entire black world, be it in Haiti, Bahamas, Jamaica, all the African countries here in the African continent. None of them have ever achieved success, but under Mayibuye government here in South Africa will achieve optimal prosperity.
And the pillars of that optimal prosperity would be?
It's the principles that are contained here in the Restoration Manifesto of Africa Mayibuye Movement of collective prosperity, that whatever we do, let us not look into what we achieve just as individuals. It must be collective prosperity. Like we've written and will illustrate that the very few success stories of economic development in the recent past is the People's Republic of China. And how did they achieve that? Was to suppress individual capitalist aspirations in favor of collective prosperity. And that is the driving mission of Africa Mayibuye Movement, that we're in pursuit of collective prosperity.
Those are a lot of big words.
Yeah.
And my son is 18 years old.
Yes.
First time voter
yes.
in next year's election.
Yes.
If you were to explain to him why he must vote for you, what would you say?
The other thing is that I don't think 18-year-olds are ignorant, one, and I don't think that a majority of the people of South Africa are ignorant, as many people assume.
I don't think
in terms of true liberation movement that is going to bring about true freedom for everyone in a manner that it is, because we refuse.
I'm looking for you to explain.
We refuse to be simplistic as well, because you'll end up losing the meaning of how you have
You
to
refuse to
explain.
be simplistic.
Yes.
Which is different from being simple.
Yeah, look, you have, it's different, but it must not be simplistic in a way that will lose the context of what you are dealing with in any given condition. The reality is that we saying that we have assembled ourselves as Africa Mayibuye Movement. We are a movement that exists in all the communities which seeks to attend to the challenges of our people now and promote the spirit of common prosperity and black economic solidarity and working together to commonly uplift each other. And with that consistently done, we're going to win political power in South Africa. And even when we take that political power, we're not going to use it like the existing political parties that are using the political power for self-enrichment and enrichment of few capitalists or few people or few individuals. We're going to use political power to empower majority of the people and drive a developmental agenda and program that is going to achieve common prosperity, which is meaning that all of us must commonly prosper and not just for individuals.
So if you were to make that a slogan, you're good with slogans. What's your slogan?
The slogan is total freedom and emancipation now. That is the slogan of Africa Mayibuye Movement. That is total freedom and emancipation now. Not in our lifetime, now. We're looking for freedom now on areas where we can intervene now. We then act now. That is the driving mission. So every time branches and structures of Mayibuye meet, they must ask a question of what do we do now? There's crisis everywhere, but what do we do now? And how do we respond to the crisis now? And that is what drives all of us every day.
Emancipation from whom or what?
So emancipation from slavery, from bondage, oppression and suppression as well. That is the freedom that we're talking about. So we say in the Restoration Manifesto that Africa Mayibuye Movement is a liberation movement that is fighting for total freedom and emancipation now. So it's fighting for total political freedom because the politics and the political power that is given in this context becomes limited because of the capitalist system above the political power. So we're fighting for total political freedom, for total economic freedom. Freedom means total control of your natural resources and localized industrialization to create jobs for our people. That is what it means. And we're fighting for total cultural freedom and decolonization, meaning that aspect. So we're fighting for total cultural freedom and decolonization. We're also fighting to build a progressive developmental state, and then we're fighting to become a caring and responsive organization as Africa Mayibuye. So that is what defines us as a movement. And then, of course, there are core objectives and values that guide how we then operate on all of those issues.
I love to hear it. Very novel way of looking at some of the challenges that beset the country as a whole. And I look forward to seeing how you grow and develop. And I definitely look forward to seeing how you participate in next year's election and how you prosper on the other side of that. Good luck.
No, thank you. Yeah, we're definitely going to be a very successful organization, and we're not playing find. We're not taking chances.
I like the find.
We're not taking chances. We know what we're doing. We're building a project that we know is going to be successful. We don't fail. On everything else that we do, we never fail. Yeah.
I believe you believe that. Yeah. I hear the conviction in your voice. And
I don't fail. I don't even in school. I don't fail. Yeah.
Wow. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. And thank you very much for giving us your time.
Thank you very much.
I really am looking forward to seeing all of the work that you are
cool.
out there doing. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Okay, cool, Shishap.
One thing about, I don't know whether it's Tsonga or I think it's Tsonga and Venda. One thing about them is persistence, okay? They can persist, they can force, they can do whatever. I guess that is why sometimes you see them prosper. That is why sometimes you see them in their villages. They are building some beautiful houses in there and everything like that. That's what I've actually noticed. And it's a good thing. Anyway, we will see. Okay, I'm not going to judge people while they are creating something. Okay, we will see. All right, what is going to happen, but we wish him luck in whatever that is doing, and we will see where it goes. And I think when it comes to doing things now, meaning that if they see a gap or they see something that they can help with, then they go there and help. I think that will actually help them, and also it will make them to be to receive, not to receive, but to gain trust from the communities and all of that. But I'm just praying that while they are busy gaining trust, they must not take advantage of that, and then they relax, and then they start taking people for granted and stuff like that, because that's what happens sometimes. You trust people, and then at the end of the day, they turn against you because they are at the top, they are in other places. Now, Mr. Shivambu said, listen, when it comes to my career and comes to me leaving politics and do something else, nah, I'm not going to do that, okay? If I wanted, she actually asked him if you are a successful politician, and then he was like, listen, I'm successful. I'm a successful politician. I don't know whether he talks about the material things or anything. I don't know. But anyway, he says I'm successful and also in everything. And then he does actually mention the fact that he was approached many times to say, do you want to be a minister? Do you want to be this? So if he wanted, he would have been a minister or deputy minister or whatever. Okay? And because he was approached before and everything like that. So I really don't know, man. Sometimes in life, you miss some opportunities, which I don't think that maybe for him it was a good idea to just say, okay, these positions, I don't want them. And maybe because they come from another party, or even if it was still in the NC, even though in the EFF and everything. But I think sometimes in life you get to a point where you are looking at life and you are like, hey, maybe, just maybe I could have been far. Maybe, just maybe I could have changed the lives of people better if maybe I was in some higher positions and stuff like that. Because one thing that we must never get twisted is, or positions that are up there, mayor, premier, minister, all of those things, deputy minister, deputy president, no, not even deputy minister, deputy president and everything. It's the fact that you are gaining power, or you are gaining an opportunity for you to show people what you can do. That's what it gives you as an opportunity, these positions, okay? They give you an opportunity to express yourself in terms of your capabilities, in terms of what you can do for the people. It's not easy, obviously. Sometimes you get to a position where you are thinking, I'm going to do great things. I'm going to change the lives of people. When you get there, they call you into the office. They are like, listen, the reason why we've put you here because we want you to do what we are going to tell you what to do. Right? And sometimes your plans and everything that you have planned, it goes out of the window. Okay? I don't know, guys, but sometimes when I look at life, I think that life is like a movie, like it's like a play. They tell you, or they channel things to happen like this, and then if they see that they are done, they channel them to be like this. If they are done, they channel them to be like this. The reason why I'm saying that, it is because sometimes you will find you will find that in a country it's quiet. Nobody's talking about politics. Everyone is forgotten about politics. It's just quiet. Everyone, I don't know whether everyone is happy or everyone just decided to be ignorant, and then it's quiet. Nothing is happening, right? And then all of a sudden, then And then people start talking, start toying, start speaking, just to doing whatever and everything. So that actually makes me to think that maybe they know which buttons to push, which buttons to press to make people react in this way, in that way, in this way, in that way. That is just my opinion. Just when I'm looking at life itself, okay? But anyway, I don't know what do you think about that. Mr. Shivambu has spoken. He has said a lot of things. He has spoken before. You can tell me in the comments. Yo, guys, I'm very sorry. It's been long not reading your comments, okay? I think I will make a live. I will be reading your comments on the live. I will be going through them like this, and I'll be reading them. In other words, if you say things there, I will be responding to that. In some comments, obviously, I won't respond because some of you just insult people, but it's okay. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I was watching from the channel called Podcast Party and everything like that. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good day. We out.